Hey, it's James Taylor here. One of the things that we have to do in order to live a creative life and do the best creative work we possibly can is to take creative risks. It's to take calculated risks. If we want to do things which are new, novel, useful, and perhaps change the domain or the industry in which we're working, we have to take risks. Now, one such example of that was Dr. James Young Simpson. And he lived during Enlightenment Edinburgh, around the 1840s, 1850s. And one afternoon he was involved in a surgery with a young woman who was having a mastectomy without any anaesthetic. This is before they really kind of developed any way of giving significant pain relief. So you can imagine the scene that this young doctor must have seen. This poor woman under incredible pain, incredible agony. And at that point, he vowed, I'm going to find a solution. I'm going to create something. I'm going to find some way of ensuring that women like this never have to feel this level of pain and agony again. You know, so many of our greatest creative achievements have come from times when we just have this emotional response to the pain of someone else and we want to create something to stop or to reduce that pain. So what he did was he started experimenting. And one evening he invited some friends over to his home, some fellow doctors, and he lived in Edinburgh's Queen Street, just a short walk from the castle in Edinburgh. And after they had a very nice meal, they retired to the lounge or the living room, and he brought out a couple of decanters. And in those decanters was a relatively unknown substance called chloroform. And he had his fellow guests, open up these decanters of chloroform. Well, you can imagine what happened next. Within a couple of minutes, they started feeling a little bit lightheaded, a little bit giddy, and then they passed out, only to be woken up the next day when the housekeeper came and woke them up. Now, here's the interesting thing about that. Once they'd discovered the power of chloroform in pain relief, within a matter of weeks, it was being used all across Europe to help women in childbirth. And then when Queen Victoria used it for the birth of her child, it got used all across the world. Now, this is something that Dr. James Young Simpson has in common with the tech billionaires of Silicon Valley today. He was willing to take calculated risks. Because if he'd got that quantity of chloroform that he gave to his friends that evening wrong, if he'd given too much chloroform, it could have killed everyone in the room. So in order to do great creative work, we have to take risks. It's part and parcel of doing that. But it has to be calculated risks. You have to do experimentation, you have to do trial and error. So hopefully this has been useful to you. Go out there, go and take some risks in the creative work that you're doing. Thanks for watching. Hi, it's James here. Did you enjoy that episode? If so, there's two things that we can do to continue the journey together. Firstly, I would love if you to subscribe, give us 5 stars and leave a comment. Secondly, if you go to jamestaylor.me and enter your name and email address, I'm going to send you some free goodies all around creativity and innovation. Look forward to continuing the journey together.